properly?
Yes.
All right. See, whenever you like to talk to me, you just unmute yourself and you can talk to me. Otherwise, I request you all just mute yourself, and there is a chat option. If you want to talk to me through chat, you can reply me on chat as well. Okay. I believe, hope everybody is fine. And my name is Arin, and I'm a data scientist as well as I'm a trainer as well. Uh, it's a good connect with you all people in this, quarantine days. This is the time where we can connect each other through online. I believe people are working through a work from home, everyone, and this is the right way to stay connected. So that's why Edunard brings you this webinar to everyone so that we'll be connected in one platform and we can learn something. Okay. So I think this is the high time to learn something for the future and make our future strong enough to fight with these current situations. And regarding the Edunard, I like to say it's a educate company actually, which what we'll do, we help students and working professionals to give the right career path and give a proper future. Okay. And if you talk about the future, today's webinar is all about the future, about the predictions. So when you talk about the predictions and future, I believe you can understand that we need to think about more our data, statistics, and we need to go for thinking and analysis. So that's why today we're going to discuss on data science, R, Python, machine learning, Tableau, and artificial intelligence. Okay. So let's begin the session. So before that, I've seen many of you. Could you please brief me about yourself? I'd like to know from your background. Just brief. You can write down in chat also if you want. You can talk to me as well. And I believe it will be an interactive sessions, so you can able to talk to me, and it will be very helpful if you interact with me.
Hey, hi Aaron. This is Yasha. I'm a Northeastern University graduate student, and today I'm graduating. So,
Oh,
and my master's degree is in informatics, but my second major is in data analytics. And
okay.
today only I submitted one of my project on COVID-19 and one with
Oh,
the Amazon recommendations using Python and R. And
that's
like
good.
I use some machine learning algorithms like EDA and time series, k-means clustering, and SVC with the confusion matrix algorithm, and so that I can track like how Amazon provides recommendation to the customer on their next purchase, how they can provide in exact details by just analyzing the historical data of the customer. So
Exactly.
this was my recent project. I just submitted 5 minutes ago only. So yeah.
Very good, and congratulations for your graduations.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else like to describe yourself?
Thanks, Mikhilesh.
Okay. If you just brief me, okay. I'm a healthcare professional working on math and pursuing my MS Analytics with healthcare informatics. Very good, Mikhilesh. Anyone from any other background? I'm new to R, no experience, anything else. Okay, no issues. I'll give you the light on R. IT-wise, okay. Who else from which background? All right, let me share my screen first. I have done my master's in biomedical engineering. Okay, so it's a mix and match. I believe we do have IT, we do have healthcare, we do have biomedical. I think some of them you are from electrical, mechanical, different domains. Any of you from non-technical background? Why I'm asking? Because so that I will make you understand as per your way. All right, let me share my screen first. Okay, so if I ask you a simple questions, forget about data science or Python, lots of technical terms. If I ask you simple questions that what is data? So what do you think? What is data? Okay, Manohar Chopra, I'm a senior person, bachelor's computer engineering, computer science, and teaching. I'm taking high elective this semester, which are teaching me data mining and SAS. Okay, all right. Okay, Mahan, thank you. So yeah, if I ask you a simple questions, what is data? What do you think? What is data? Okay, you can data is a collections of information of details of data set. Okay, so Yashi, if I ask you what is information? Okay, informations to be processed. Alright. So basically, in a layman language, if I like to inform you, the data is nothing but a totally unorganized things, unstructured things. Okay, if I tell you anything about any number or any name, what we're not able to find out what's for the number is and what's for the is. Okay, another one is from computer science background. Okay, hi Vivian. Yes, so the informations, what is informations? It's a collection of data and which is become a structured data and meaningful data. Okay, that's the data and that's the informations. Now, uh, where we have to process from the raw material to the structured way, that's the way we have to know about the data science. Okay, how we're going to process it from data to information, and completely give you a layman example. So among you, if you are have no knowledge, so that you can be able to understand. Okay, so that's why we need proper someone who can able to understand the data properly and process the data properly to the informations. So that's why nowadays we have listened lots of time if you search about the data science, about data analytics, different tools, softwares is there, but we don't know what actually is, what data science will do. Okay, first of all, it's nothing but statistics or your thinking. If you think much, if you research much, and if you put your thinking in research work and the your analysis part on your particular systems, then automatically you can see what is going on. Okay, like it's basically combinations of the statistics with the combinations of thinking and research work. Okay. Now, why we need this kind of things, like why we require the data science peoples, why we need the data analytical peoples, we have to learn this kind of things. Because first of all, what happened, if you think about our old days, we know about the statistics peoples, right? What they do, they love do the lots of complex and the combined calculations. Okay, and after that they will come up with the solutions. But nowadays, when the technology evolve and they're making some tools in the software so we can implement the statistical languages, complex languages over there, and you can be able to find out the proper output. Okay, it's not very time consuming as well. You can get it done by very easily. Okay, in that particular times where we're going to go in for metrics, we're going to go for certain platforms as well. But basically, some of them, I mean, so in my training sessions, what I face or what I got to know is lots of people are very, they don't know that what is data science is. Okay, they mainly thinks it's all about the softwares, or mainly thinks it's only for the computer science. It's not like that. Okay, it's for everyone. Anyone can learn it, anyone can implement it, and anyone can understand what is going on. Because why I'm telling you, each and every company depends on the proper data. If you don't have the proper data, what will happen? The companies is not going to analyze their particular business, as well as they don't know what is going on in the market. Okay, so each and everything will depends on the data properly. Okay, in terms of technical companies, in terms of non-technical companies, everyone required a proper data analysis. Okay, without the data analysis, we can't do anything. Okay, and everybody is thinking about their future, correct? About the present scenario, about the future. Do you want to see the change? So how you can see the trends and all? That's why the data science people comes in the market. Okay, we can able to find out that what is the present scenario and what will be the upcoming predictions. Okay, the future of the companies. Okay, I'm like to give a small example. Suppose a sales company is there, okay, and they like to see that what will my future trend will be. Okay, in which sectors we have to modify, we have to go and check the details properly. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, we have to focus on that particular data set, whatever we have. Okay, after that we have to analyze the data, what is going on in the particular companies. Okay, why the sales is low on that particular time, why the sales is high on that particular time. There is lots of calculations and methodologies there. And after that, as per the analysis, we can do certain things, we can able to find out our future as well. We can also able to find out the upcoming 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years trend as well. Okay, that's the beauty of data science. Okay, so that's why what happened is kind of uh, we require the data science people over there, so that we can able to understand it properly, and we can able to find out the future predictions as well. Now, how we're going to do that? First of all, in the company, there is a millions of data we have to analyze. Okay, so first of all, three tips is there. Okay, first it's a descriptive analytics, then is a predictive analytics, and after that is the prescriptive analytics. So what will be the descriptive analytics? Descriptive analytics, like whenever we're going to analyze our historical data that's been saw in the past. Okay, and after that, as per the analysis, we have to go with the predictive analytics, where we can see, we can able to predict the future trends as well as the present trends, what is going on. Okay, and after that, the prescriptive analytics. What is prescriptive analytics? It's a completely a recommendations part. Okay, where as per the predictions, we can able to give a proper recommendations, which is really required in a company. Is totally depends on a data scientist people, how they're going to recommend to the particular company that how we can grow in future. Okay. I have seen that you some of from computer science, some of the biomedical, some of the healthcare and all. I like to give a small examples from each and every departments how we can implement it. First, I'll take it the healthcare departments, because today's you know that what is going on throughout the world, and how the data science people can help, the statisticians people can help with the predictions of this COVID-19, what will be happening, how the statistics is going on, how many people will be affecting in future, what will the future change is. If we don't have the proper data, and if we don't have the proper data scientists in the market, we're not able to find out. Okay, the countries are taking the precautions by the help of the particular recommendations by the data scientist peoples. Okay, so that's why in the healthcare departments, need some example from mathematical. Yes, I'll give you all the departments for example. Okay, mechanical, chemical, industrial, electrical. So now you can understand the healthcare industry also depends on the statistics and the data. So if we don't have that particular things, we're not able to do that. Okay, because suppose the healthcare departments, mainly we know we have lots of, we mainly it depends on the doctors and the healthcare persons. Okay, so in one at a time, if you see, if you know about the data science and the data, they may be got scared or they're not interested. No, I don't require because I'm from the healthcare background. Okay, right? But why it's required if you don't have the proper data and the proper statistics, you're not able to find out how we're going to do that. Okay, like Yesha today only she has submitted the project on COVID-19, correct? So what she done? So she is collecting all the data, I believe, correct? You have analyzing it, then as per the analysis you have submitted the report, correct? So if this kind of people is not working in the healthcare departments, the healthcare department is not able to find out what is going on and how they're going to take a precautions on it. Okay, now comes to the biomedical sector. In the biomedical sectors, I believe lots of job positions you have find out like biomedical research analyst. Okay, so when you talk about the research analyst and all, maybe you think, okay, it's a kind of research is about the PhDs and doctorates that we will do that. It's not like that. Okay, in biomedical sectors, also we are depending on the data. Whatever the microbiological report is coming up, the test reports are coming up, how we're going to analyze it, how we're going to store it, it depends on the data science, okay, and the data analytical papers, okay. In terms of the mechanical students, mechanical departments, I like to say there's lots of departments we do have in the mechanical domain. What kind of departments? We do have design, we do have productions, we do have quality, we do have manufacturing, we do have product engineering sector, correct? So now you tell me, and each and every departments are interrelated. Now you tell me, suppose one particular company, mechanical company, they like to launch a new mechanical product in the company. How they're going to launch it? Any idea? I think just now one person asked me, Bibhuti Bhushan. Bibhuti, do you have any idea how they're going to work on? You can unmute yourself and you can talk to me as well if you want. Yeah, Yasha, I'm repeating the questions. Like in mechanical departments, lots of domain is there, like designing, manufacturing, productions, quality, product engineering. So I am asking that suppose a mechanical company wants to launch a new product, how they're going to understand and how they're going to work on it. Okay. So I'm giving you how they're going to work on it. First they're going to analyze that what product should be launched, okay, and the product they're going to launch, whether the product is fruitful and how it will be fruitful for the companies, okay. And suppose they have analyzed, they got the report, they analyze the data, then it's goes to the designing papers. What you'll do, they're going to go for the design first. They're going to design the product. Now when they're going to design the product, they also have the lots of data in it, correct? If they don't have the proper design data, obviously uh, what happened? Yes, exactly. We have to go for that particular recollect the business requirements and all. That's why it's an analysis part, and then you have to go for the design structure. So when you're going to go for the design structure, you have to follow the data properly. If you don't follow the data properly, automatically you're not able to do the designs, correct? So what happened, if you're not able to do the design properly, the production still is not able to work properly, okay? So when the production still can't able to work properly, what happened, the quality team also cannot able to analyze the quality of the particular product. Then what happened? The risk management because and manufacturing, the product engineering people is not able to understand what is going on in the company, what is happening in that particular product. Okay, so that's why that particular time, if you know from the mechanical back, if from the mechanical background itself, don't think that it's not for you. It is for you. If you know that how to analyze the data properly, when you have to implement it, how you have to implement it, you'll be the benefited. Okay. Now, in respect of the electrical background, same, there is a lots of departments and lots of domains there. If you don't work properly, if you don't collect the data properly, what happens? Ultimately, the company will be in loss. Okay. And if you're talking about the non-technical companies as well, suppose if non-technical companies means in a company we know there is lots of departments. We do have HR, we do have finance, we do have IT, we do have productions, quality, manufacturing, all those departments, research and development, all those departments, we are totally connected. Now, suppose HR departments is a totally a non-technical departments. Maybe they are not going to understand what data science is not. Now, you guys tell me, suppose when they're going to do the performance evaluations, and you have to understand that which employee and what employee or which employees, what the performance is, and who is going to leave our company, what's the maximum chances to leave our companies, how are they're going to understand. We have to follow the data analysis. Okay, we have to go through some different models we do have in data analytical sectors where you can understand and you can find out the details properly. Now, in respect to finance, sorry, finance, you know, in the financial sectors, we do have the risk management. We can understand this the banking sectors where they find out the fraudulent sectors as well. So one that particular time when they're going to understand what is the fraud transactions, okay, how they're going to understand, they have to understand the data properly. Okay, as well as when you banking sectors, they go for the profit and loss, balance sheets. The banking sector give you the lots of strategies and statistics. How they're going to do that is through the data scientist papers. So it's not mandatory that you have to have a coming from the technical background, or you have to be a computer science and all that stuff. Okay, so each and every department having sports, and each and every companies require data analyticals and the data science papers. Okay. Now, if you guys have any questions, okay, kindly ask me through chats, or you can do it. You can ask me as well. All right. So, what will be the data science is? It's a data science is the, you can say it's a heart. Okay, it's a core things. Now, through the data science, we do have certain things. Okay, we are talking about machine learnings. We can talk about artificial intelligence. We go for the data visualizations. We go for the data analysis. Okay. Now, first I'll target the programming language. Maybe some of them are, you are guys are not from the technical backgrounds, or you're from the technical background but not for the computer science background. Maybe you don't have so much of programming language knowledge. Okay. But to be very frank and honest, data science doesn't require any kind of technical process. Okay. Python are certain language. It's a first of all, it's kind of a scripting language where you have to understand bit of coding where and how you can implement it. Okay, so it's not required any kind of prerequisite, programming language. Okay, and R and Python, that's why they're taking in the market as a data science for the data analytical sectors or the data science sectors, because they are having the advanced statistical computations language over there where we can do the calculations, we can do the predictions very easily. Okay, now in talks with the machine learning systems, we do have certain things like how, like deep learning is there, artificial intelligence is there, lots of modeling is there. Okay, now anyone can give me any example of a machine learning systems. Any example? Think can give me. It's very used. We are very used to about it. And if I ask you what is machine learning, what you understand, use a common sense and tell me. Example of machine learning systems. Yeah, artificial intelligence or machine learning. Any example you give.
You mean to like the example for machine learning or AI algorithms?
Yeah, any basic example.
The recent one, this one, the Starbucks used business intelligence with the machine learning to
Mm-hmm,
improve the customer service.
mm-hmm, exactly. Okay. All right. As fresh as a layman, I like to give you one example so that everyone can understand. I believe everybody we are very familiar with online shopping, correct? So in the online shopping, different categories you can see. We do have clothes, we do have kitchen appliances, electronic appliances. In fashion also, you have certain categories, means and movements, everything. Exactly, Nicholas. This is the things I'm going to tell. That suppose if it's a called the recommendation. Suppose if I like to buy particular charts, okay, I go to the main sections, I click on chart, they will show me the charts, but as well as they're going to give me other recommendations as well. Okay, maybe they're going to give me the recommendations of jeans, maybe the t-shirts, anything. Okay, so why? How machines can able to understand that what's a someone is unmute. Could you please mute yourself? Uh, so that machines are able to understand that what is going on. By a single click, you can able to find out what is going on over there and give you the recommendations. The YouTube viewed video recommendations. Okay. As well as I can give you another examples like the email server. Okay. Everybody were using email. I request you once again, those who are not speaking, just mute yourself. Email like there is lots of categories of email you can see, correct? We do have social, we have promotions, we have inbox, we do have spam, junk, this kind of folders you can see. But how in a particular single seconds the world, the billions of email we are transaction means here we are sending, correct? So how the email server can able to understand which email goes to which sector? What they do, they're just going to analyze a single word from the subject or from the body. Okay, as per that particular analysis, they will send you on that particular categories. Okay, if it's inbox, it will be inbox. If it's a social, it will be social. If it's promotions, it will be the promotions. Okay, and if it's spam, it will be the spam. This is the beauty of the machine learning systems and the artificial intelligence also I to understand. And what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence right here should just give you one example. Um, Artificial intelligence means where human intelligence is not so much required. Previously, what happened? There is a two types of artificial intelligence we follow. Previously, we do have old-fashioned artificial intelligence. Now, the modern artificial intelligence came up, and the modern artificial intelligence is very moving from 2010. Okay. Previously, what happened? We have to give our input over there. We have to declare, then you have to analyze, and then you give the results and all. Now, what happened? We are going with the robotics systems. Okay, we are going with the virtual chat system, the chatbot systems, everything. Suppose sometimes if you visit any kind of websites and all, automatically chats pop-up will be coming up, correct? And automatically, maybe one not a person is replying your message. Some other information itself is going to reply your message. Okay, that's kind of artificial intelligence comes up in the market. Okay, that's why everybody wants to know what the automations things, how they're going to do that, how they're going to implement it. That's the things. That's why the machine learning and the artificial intelligence is very well in the market. And through Python itself, we can do the machine learning systems. Okay, and that's why the Python is very important part. It's taking very much important part because I like to give you the previously you do have when the data science or data analytical things comes up in the market. Okay, there's lots of tools and software is there. Previously, we follow, SAS is some Anyone asking me anything? Okay. Yeah, lot of communications in background. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone unmute. That's why you're getting the background noise. Okay. So what I'm telling, lots of tools is there, but now because previously SAS was also there, now also there. SAS is called Statistical Analytical Systems. Okay. Statistical analytical systems, it's also analytical and the data science software, but nowadays it's not so much used in the market because first of all, R and Python, they're having the more statistical computations programming knowledge over their language itself, as well as SAS is not a free software. Okay, you have to buy it. You have to spend lots of money to get a single license. So that's why the company is also shifting from SAS to R and Python. That's why people are talking about the R and Python. Okay. Now, another softwares will be coming up, data visualizations. What is data visualizations? I like to give examples. Like some reporting is there. Okay, report is very necessary for each and every company. Correct. So there is two types of reporting is there. One is operational reporting and one is dashboard reporting or the analytical reporting. Okay, what is operational reporting? Operational reporting is nothing but your day-to-day activities. Okay, like the banking sectors, the travel tourism sectors, each and every day they're having the purchase things and they do the proper reporting day by day. Correct. So that will be the operational reporting also. When you're doing any kind of project also, that time also you'll be going for the operational reporting, your day-to-day activities. Now, what is the dashboard reporting or analytical reporting, which is very important? Because suppose in a company, your management wants to see the upcoming 3 years of data. Okay. So the management people doesn't have so much of time. They're going to go through the 36 of months reporting. 3 years means 36 of months. So what we have to do as a data scientist, what we have to do, we have to make a single particular report where the peoples can easily understand what is going on in 3 years. Okay. That's called the dashboard reporting or the analytical reporting, where you can see the entire report one at a glance. Okay. So through the data visualization softwares, we can make certain reports so that it's very user friendly, people can easily understand it. Okay, so on that particular time, who can help us? There is R and Python. There is lots of plotting and graphical representations is there. They are going to help us, or mainly for the reporting and for the visualizations, Tableau is going to help us. Okay, and Tableau basically is, it's not at all any kind of programming language. Okay, that's why if you know about Tableau also, we'll be going for different roles in the different company. Okay, and yes, in data science, the mathematical and statistical calculations we have to know, but we do not have to know the old day statistics, or we have to go through the entire lots of complex type of mathematical or statistical calculations. Okay, we have to know simple and kind of uh, uh, calculations, how it's happening, why it's happening, and because R and Python is having itself a statistical language over there, you have to know how to implement it, where to implement it, you can find out the details. Okay, now if I ask you simple things, okay, what is mean, median? Anyone can able to understand, means to me the answer. What is mean and median? Tell me, what is mean and median? Come on, it's very easy. Yes, mean and median. Okay, median is the middle point in the data set. Okay, and what would be mean or average? What is average? Mean is the average, yes. Okay. And if I ask you what is standard deviation? Yes, okay. Mean, median is fine. And what is standard deviation? I think your name is Yasha, right? Yasha, can you please give me the answer of standard deviation? Today only you have submitted your project on COVID-19. So tell me.
So, like standard deviation provides us like the how much our data is spreaded. Like we go for
Mhm.
clustering, right? So how
Mhm.
much are measurements? Like if we have 7 columns or 8 columns, so for each column, how much are measurements for a particular group of cluster or particular group of data set are spread out on the basis of average, or you can say mean.
Exactly. Means that how much my data set is close enough to the mean or it's far away from the mean. Correct? HD is the degree by which values are away from the mean. Exactly. So, Yasha, for today's project, have you used the standard deviation?
No, my project today, which I submitted, is on recommendation. It is on
Recommendations.
yeah,
Okay.
Amazon recommendations.
Okay. Okay. See, since we are discussing about lots of things on COVID-19, I like to give one example. To follow news or net, sometimes you can see they're showing some graph. Okay, showing like to show you what kind of graph it is. I'm very bad at painting, so to follow, they're showing this kind of graph. Correct? They're showing you when people are locked down or in they're working in from home or they recommend staying home. That particular time, how they're going to understand, because when the COVID-19 came and how it's going to spread, first of all, it's going to spread in that way. Okay, in China, in Italy, in US also, we are having in this scenario. Okay, and they have seen when people are in home what happened, the graph become this. What happened that particular time, the spreading of the COVID-19 is getting decreased. Okay, so now you can understand that's what's the important of this particular statistics. The simple statistics, they're not going to follow any kind of complex kind of calculations, nothing. They're just going with the median and the standard deviations. All right, now we have already discussed about all those things, like why we're hype about the data science and all, because now I can understand that what's the beauty of the data science and machine learning systems. Now, obviously, you can understand that that each and every companies need the data science to understand their future prospects. Okay, because I'm giving you one scenario. The industry experts and the financial experts already they're telling the recessions is coming of this COVID-19. Correct. So how they have understand the recessions is coming up, because you have understand the entire statistics and they can understand what is coming up. They can able to predict it. So who can able to predict it? Okay, this is the time the data science focus comes, and they're going to show the predictions so that each and every company can take any kind of precautions. Okay, so that's why all the companies need data science so that they can able to find out the proper trend, as well as they can able to find out the precautions. Okay, so that what needs to be done. All right. Now, in data science, so as I mentioned, so we'll be having R, Python, machine learning, Tableau, all those things is there. So R is going to help us on that particular way. Why we have to learn R's and all? Because as I mentioned, it's an open source language. We do not have to buy it. You can easily download it. It's having the advanced statistical language, cross-platform compatibility. It's very flexible to use. Okay, support all the extensions and vast communities going to use. Okay, that's why R is very booming in the market, because we can do all those things through R. Okay, and through Python also, as well as we can. This is also a Python advantage. You can features of it. It's object-oriented, portable, handleable. It's also a free source. And also, what you can do, uh, okay, Python is a scripting language. Any idea about scripting language? Any idea what is scripting language and what is programming language? What is programming language? Anyone? The computer science background students?
In which we code our program.
Mm-hmm. And what is scripting language? Okay, you give instructions to the machines which follow certain logical executions. Okay, all right. See, which follows certain logical executions, not like a markup language exactly. Like in programming language, first of all, you have to go for the compilations, and then you get the results, and we cannot interrupt. Okay, but in scripting language, what's the benefit? You can able to interrupt and give the another things over there. Okay, that's why Python is a scripting language. Okay, where you can use it in particular one programming language. You can implement Python as well as its scripting language whenever it's required any kind of interactions that particular time you do interact. Okay, as well as let me show you this one. What's the other language you were using in scripting? See, for a scripting language, Python is there, as well as MATLAB also there. Okay. In R also we can do scripting, because whenever we'll be doing any kind of machine learning things, sometimes we implement R as well. Okay. But Python is going to give you much more flexibility. Okay, because why I'm telling you, uh, suppose in terms of like the example I give of the email server, we are following the machine learning system neural network sort of. Okay, so that we can able to find out. Also, like when we have to go for the reviews and ratings, reviews and ratings, it's a part of the clustering in the machine learning systems. What you have to go for the reviews and the ratings, and how we can segregate. It's called the sentiment analysis. Okay, sentiment analysis. Any idea about sentiment analysis? Okay, okay. Any idea about sentiment analysis? Sentiment analysis is nothing but when we are going for the user reviews and the ratings. What we are doing, we are going to understand the sentiments of our public and the users. Okay, we go for the reviews and ratings each and every times. Okay, how they're going to understand it? By a single word. Okay, like good, bad, they are having the certain weightage. Okay, in that particular language systems. So when we give certain codings over there, okay, the Python through Python only, so that particular time they can understand which things which going for in which domain. They're happy with our services, or they're not happy with the services. Okay, it's called the clustering. Okay, means we are grouping it. In online shopping, how we can group the different products in one categories through that only. Okay, this is the beauty of the Python. Okay, through R also we can do the clustering. Also we can go for the decision tree. What is decision tree? Decision tree means whenever we're going to take any kind of decisions, okay, all the decisions you can understand means you can develop your data, you analyze the data, and you will find out the decisions. Okay, it's a part of the machine learning systems. Now comes to the machine learning system. Yes, as I mentioned, there is machine learning, unsupervised learning, supervised learning is there, regression model is there. What we are doing on the regressions model, we're going to find out the predictions. Okay, predictions means we can find out the sales predictions, means any kind of predictions, like suppose you like to buy a house and you want to get you want to have a recommendations from people, you can go with the regressions model. You can find out the regression model. Like unsupervised learning, it will be a clustering when you're trying to grouping anything. Okay. As well as like when you're going for any kind of classifications, all those things is to be done by the machine learning systems. Okay. And how you can able to understand machine learning is that the Python is going to help you about the machine learning systems. R and Python both. Okay. And now another things like what's the nature of your sentiment, positive, negative, and neutral? Exactly. Like as I mentioned, suppose there is a product. Okay, is there? Suppose you buy a product and you like to give a review over there. Suppose you written over there, the phone battery is awesome. Okay, graphics is awesome. Speed is okay. So when you write down this awesome, okay, good, that particular time, the machine itself is going to count it, and they're going to analyzing it. What will be happening? What the sentiment is of that particular customer. Okay. According to that, they're going to go for a probability. Okay, it's kind of a probability checking method. So different type of probability whenever it's coming up. So when the good probability is high, that means that he is satisfied with the particular product. If the probability is negative side, that particular time you can understand it's not happy. And when the probability in the medium sector, you can understand this is a he's a or she's a neutral, means he's okay with the product. Okay. And as I mentioned about that Tableau is for the visualizations. When suppose I like to see any kind of visualizations of the data, I can able to find it out. Like I can show you one example nowadays. This is the example I can show you. This is the COVID-19. You can see how it's going to spread. It's all collected data from the sources. And if I like to visualize, I can show you to the end user. This is the correct way to show you the end user that how it's going to happen. It's how the things is going to happen in our world. Okay. Another examples I can show you. Uh, I have Superstore sales data. Okay. Yes, we can do. Nicholas, can you? Yes, we can do. Like whenever you are going to, that's the beauty of a Tableau. When you like to show you any kind of presentations, submit the reports and all, you can do that. Okay. Now I'll show you how you can do that. Suppose this is my Superstore sales data. Okay, and I want to see. Okay. I like to see that how we can implement it. Okay, why it's not getting connected? I think. Okay, this is my data, and I like to see that how my sales is going on in which countries. Okay. So you can see the in the left hand side I have all those things. I have city, country, and sales. I like to see the country wide sales. Nothing, just drag and drop it. You can see this is my United Sales is there. Okay. So if you want to see city wise, that's also you can able to do that. So as per that you can able to find out this. As well as suppose you want to see the year wise sales. Okay, so simply you can drag and drop and you can able to find out the year wise sales as well. So that's why the tableau is very much important to show you the proper predictions and how you can do that. Okay, in very easy way. All right. Now that's all the things we'll be covering in the different modules, different way. We have R, we have Python, we have machine learning, as well as the Tableau. As per your things, you can able to find out. You can see this is okay. This kind of reports I'm talking about the dashboard reporting. In dashboard reporting, you can see able to find out intact 12 months reports is there. Okay, what you can able to find out the intact 12 months reports as well as the trained report you can able to find out. Okay, so in this way this is called the dashboard reporting of the analytical report. All right. Also as I mentioned that through R and Python we can able to go for the future predictions, as well as through R and Python we can able to find out the graphical representations as well. All right. Now I can show you a small example, and after that we're going to start that question answer sessions and the doubt clearing sessions. Okay. Through R, I like to show you one small example. Okay, this is our softwares. You can go for our studio as well. This is through new script you can write down. So when you'll be into the course completely, when you'll be enrolling and understand the course properly, you can find out the entire details for you. All right, I like to uh, okay. Mm, this is my data. Okay. Uh, this is my data. So it's a very small example I like to give. What I'm having the years and the sales. So I'm having 2003 to 2014 sales, 12 hours data we'll be having. Now my management tool give me the product predictions of my upcoming 3 years of sales. Okay, so how we can do that? That particular time, this is called a module called time series. Through the time series module, you can able to find it out that how you can able to do that. Okay, this is very small coding I'm like to show you. Yes, all right. So this is my plot data. If I want to see the plotting, this is my sale prices going on like this. I'm not going to give you the in-depth knowledge. I like to show you that how R is going to help us to find out the details. Okay, this is the main part. You can see this is a very small code. Anyone can able to understand and will find it out. This is my predictions and why I'm giving in dot add 36 because I am to see my upcoming 3 years. 3 years means 36 of months. Now this is my predicted cell. You can see 2015, 16 and 17. If you want to see the plotting, this is the plot and this is my upcoming 3 year sales. Okay, so that's why you can able to find out our future and the predictions as well. Okay. All right, guys. Now over to you. If you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask me. You can chat as well as you can talk to me as well. Actually, it's a very uh, small sessions, but I hope you guys enjoy the sessions. You got some informations about it. And so if you guys have any doubts, anything you want to ask, please ask me. When is the latest batch starting? Okay, the batch, there's lots of different batch has been scheduled for upcoming months. I think it's going to start soon. Okay. I think today is 28. I think by second or so, it's going to start. You can go to our website, or you can talk to your learning consultant, or I'm giving you one email ID. You can email as well. This is info@edunard.com. Okay, I'm giving my email ID also regarding any kind of technical doubts, and if you like to know anything, you can email me as well.
Hello, I
Uh,
have one question. Can I ask?
yes, please.
Okay, so my question was like, how like what kind of market response you're expecting? Like once this COVID-19 scene is gone and the market is reopened for data science, what kind of market response you are expecting? Like how what kind of opportunity you are expecting?
Okay, it's a very good question. So I like to say it's not about the COVID-19. The COVID-19 data science job is very important, because
Mhm.
if the data science people is not there, we're not able to find out the proper predictions and the proper precautions, as I told. As a also, if the recessions comes also, you know, the IT people are not getting job, they're losing up the jobs and all. That's the security of the job of
Yeah,
data
right.
science, because this particular things or particular departments is not depend on any kind of project. Okay, because all the companies having their own data, they need to know how to grow in future. So it's not depends on any other company's project. So the data science skills is very much required. It's not only the COVID-19. In the COVID-19 also, if any companies is hiring, data science people will be getting the job.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much.
Any more questions?
Hi, sir. I have one question if you're allowed to ask me.
Yes, please.
Okay, now my question is that, this is the general process of the training which I came to know. Now, what will be the next step? Like, if I have to go ahead and continue and take the entire session, then
Mhm.
what will be the process actually for that?
Do you have anyone's direct contact information, any learning consultant information with
Yeah,
you?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So
I'll
you
do.
can directly email to that person, or you can visit to our website. There is a live chat support is there. You can chat with us. I think some of anyone can reply over there to get to know. Also, I give one email ID, info@edunard.com. You can email to that particular email ID. The concerned person will get back to you.
Okay, and what will be the course duration?
So different courses have the different durations, but we'll try to finish the course by 1 and 1.5 months.
Okay, no. I'm talking about, suppose, say, if I want to take the data science training, then what will be the duration? Like, maybe a month or two or so, or like that.
1.5 months, max to max 1.5 months.
Okay, 1.5 months. And I will be receiving the study materials and also some projects and the
Yes,
class recordings and all.
assignments and projects will be given to you, and you have to submit the projects properly, and we'll be taking forward.
Okay, and you're pretty much sure that like if I go ahead and take the training right now, this particular time, and I believe everyone knows that right now there is not much opportunity in the market. So once the market reopens, so definitely we can go ahead and whatever we are going to learn in coming days. So it will be a beneficial for us to go ahead and have a proper job in the states market, right?
See, this is the right time to learn and think about your future, because this is the time where you can utilize the things properly, and whenever the market will be open, you can directly go and apply for the job. As I mentioned, the data science peoples are really required in the market, and it's not going to affect for the recession.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for your help.
Thank you. Okay, Shekhar asking me, I have a questions regarding Python. Is Python really helpful coding language? We can help the mechanical engineers in their hunting and learning. Of course, Shikhar. That's why I'm telling repeatedly. It's not depends on any particular department. I have given you one examples. Like if you like, I believe you have worked with MATLAB or AutoCAD. So Python is having other features as well where you can implement it properly. You can get more accurate results over there, as well as you can able to see that what will be the future prospect is coming up in the mechanical sector. So if you search the job and if you go for the job description and the technical skills, what they're looking for, over there it's written MATLAB and Python is required or AutoCAD. Okay, so Python is very booming. So if you know about Python, it will be very beneficial.
And also another thing, sir, I just, if you allow me to ask you that the session which we'll be receiving, that will be a live, like, this particular session, because I have attended a few of the other companies' webinar. Now, what I've seen, like, they are just running recordings. Okay. And now, will it be an interaction session like this, which we are doing, or it will be just a recorded session?
See, I'm not aware of other companies, but from Edunard, whenever we'll be conducting any demo, any webinar, any class, it will be a live class.
Okay, so it will be a live class, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And later onwards, if we require, we will be getting the recordings as well, right?
Yes. This webinar also recorded. I think after a few days, it will be available in YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Is it possible to send us this webinar recording?
For that, you need to consult your learning consultant. They will send it to you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Shekhar is asking another question. If you could kindly stress a bit about the machine learning if I am a .NET developer. Okay, it's good that you are having the programming knowledge. You are .NET developer. Now you tell me that you would in .NET development you do other development things, correct? Now in machine learning systems, when that's also we have to develop something. Suppose in the website, I think someone is unmute. Could you please mute yourself? Okay. So when in the website, suppose in the web development, suppose we have done, and with web development, when we go for the clustering or the grouping on that particular product, if we don't know about that particular machine learning systems, we're not able to do that. So the machine learning is very much required in the web development, in .NET development itself. Okay, is the course self-paced? I mean, I'll be my internship in summer. I'm planning to take the course in summer. I'll be able to pass it according to my time schedule. See, since we're a edutech company, the training sessions will be going onwards. It's not depends on one particular sessions to one particular sessions. It's continuous basis. We're conducting the training. As per your time, your schedule, you can definitely welcome to take the training, as well as uh, we are having the self-paced learning as well. You just need to consult learning consulting. They will guide you properly.
And one more question, like, are Edunard, like your company is going to help us to get the job as well, or just for the training?
We train candidates to give the proper job, okay, and you'll be getting the proper placement assistance, I think, and definitely be getting that. Also, lots of other advanced things you'll be getting, like from resume buildings, from mock interviews, and other things as well. So, it will, if you talk to the learning consultant properly, they will give you the much more clear idea about it. After the training, what will happen.
Okay, yeah, got your point. Thank you.
Any other questions do you have? Okay, guys, if you don't have any kind of questions or doubts, if you have any more questions, I have given my email ID as well. Can you email me, or you can email to info as well, and visit our website. You can talk to any of our lovely consultants over there. Thank you so much. I believe everyone's finding the sessions is very helpful and interesting. And see you soon, and stay safe and stay together. Stay home. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Bye bye.